So now we're on to our next set of problems. This one may be a bit tough, but good luck anyway. However, it's still the same procedure just like what you've applied before. Let's do this. Number 7, Marco Masa. Of course, Marco Masa, shout out to you po because you're my best friend. And I know during that time in the past, you were at Team A. But now, you've already upgraded to be part of GMA Kapuso. And now, if you know Marco Masa, he's part of Maka. If you watch that every weekend at 4:45 in the afternoon. So yeah, so Marco, who's a grade 7 student. Actually, nowadays, Marco's not anymore a grade 7 student. Pero during that time, he was a grade 7. Pero, I think that was 2022 when I made that. And Marco was 15 or 16? 16 or 15. Yeah, 2022. So, 15 siya. So, tama, 15. So, therefore, if you're 15, that's mga grade 9 or grade 10. Pero that's alright. We're just assuming lang talaga he's a grade 7 student. So, Marco Masa wanted to know how puberty comes into his system after his teacher discussed that topic to his class during GMRC subject. So, of course, everybody needs puberty because puberty is really part of life. Like, for example, the voice of the male will always become bass. Pero for me, my voice, even though I'm 25 years old, my voice does not become bass. Hindi ako nagbe-bass yung boses ko dahil mataas pa yung boses ko. So, I just want to thank God na talaga that my voice is still high pitch. Pero, ang debate lang ko is that, ano yun, some of the people whose ages are like 12 na, they start to have puberty and that's when I start to have tantrums. So, I hope talaga, even though I'm 25, turning 26 next year, sana hindi ako magwawala. So anyway, back to the problem. The average time when puberty comes into men is at the age of 14 and a half, whereas the standard deviation is 8 months. Okay, so in this particular situation, this is how it's meant to be done. Now let's answer the questions. For normal distribution, find the probability that a student will start up puberty of the age 16 and so on. Okay, so let's analyze the problem. In this situation, sa letter A, we are not using a sampling distribution yet because it says for normal distribution. So when we draw the normal curve, okay, let's draw the normal curve first. So I'll get back to you in a while. Okay, so this is our normal curve. First, let's identify what is the mean. The mean is 14 and a half. So that's 14 years and 6 months. That's 14 years, 6 months. Ito yun. This is 14 years, 6 months. Pero plus 8 months, di ba remember 6 months plus 8 months is, the standard deviation is 8 months. So if that were so, di ba plus 8. If we were to convert 14 years, di ba this is 1 year. 1 year is worth 12 months. But 14 years, so that's 14 times 12. And 14 times 12, this becomes 12, 14, 140, 154, 168. So 168 months. This is the mean. The mean, and then we add 6, this becomes 174. So this one will become 182, this one will become 190, this is 198. If you minus 8 here, this becomes 166, this one will become 158, this one will become 150. So therefore, if we were to convert that, diba, plus 6 months, that's already 15 years, and 6 plus 8 is 14. So add 1, that's 15 years and 2 months. 15, 2. That's 15 years and 2 months. Then we add another 8 months, that's 15 years and 10 months. Then this one, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 16 years and 8. So tama. That's the normal distribution, di ba? 14, 15, and 2. 15 years and 2 months, di ba? 15 and 10 months. 15, 16 years and 8 months. This one, this will become, ano yun? Di ba remember that's supposed to be 168. So therefore, that's 13 years and 10 months. 13 is, ano to? 156. And then this one is 13 and 2. Di ba? And then this one is 144, 12 years and 12. So this is 12 and 6 months. So 6 plus 8 is 14. Then carry 1. So tama. That's the problem. Okay. So now let's answer the following questions. So sabi ko dito sa letter A, for normal distribution, find the probability that a student will start up puberty at the age of 16 and so on. So where's our 16 in the graph? Wale. Pero we know the clue is somewhere here. So dito siya sa 16 years and 8 months. So 16 years, 16 times 12 is 192. So therefore, it should be 192. So now let's use this months because this one is years and months. This one's in years. This one is in months. So now let's go now to our standard. So now let's go to our stats and probs, okay? So now let's solve for the z-score. So this one will become 192 minus 174 divided by 8. So let's type this in Microsoft Excel, okay? So we standardize this 192, 174, 8. And the z-score is 2.25. And 2.25 in a z-table, if you were to locate that, where on earth is 2.25 sa z-table? Yes, it's 48.78%. Pero that's not the answer. So therefore, that's supposed to be 0.5 minus 0.4878. The answer is 0.112. Yes, and you still got the same answer here. Kasi ang ginawa ko dito, I type there 1 minus the normal distribution, and then ang ginawa ko dito, 16 years, and then 14.5 because it says 14 years and a half. And then the standard deviation is 8 months. So 8 months, di ba remember, this is in years. Kasi nga 16 years, 14 and a half years, and then the 2/3 year, that's equivalent to 8 months. How's that so? Ganito siya. Di ba remember 2/3 year? We divide, and then 2/3 times 12. 2 times 12 gives me 24. Divide by 3 is 8. So that is equivalent to 8 months. Okay? So 2/3 and then true. And the answer is 1.22%. Tama. This is what I did in another version, such that it's in years. And tama, we still get the same answer of 0.1222. That's it. Next, for letter B. For letter B, same as letter A, but find the probability that a student will reach the age of puberty not later than the age of 12.5 or later than the age of 15. Okay, so in this particular problem, of course, this is a compound probability. So now let's identify. So same as letter A, because when we say that, it is a normal distribution. We're still applying a normal distribution for this matter. Pero sir, bakit wala yung sampling distribution? Huwag ka mag-alala. I will tell you that later on as we go further. Just focus muna, okay? So find the probability that a student will reach the age of puberty not later the age of 12.5. So 12.5, di ba 0.5 year, that is the same as 12 months times 0.5, which is 6 months. So where do you think that will be? 12.5, that's 12 months, 12 years, and 6 months. So tama nga, dito siya. Sakto sa negative 3. Sakto lang siya sa negative 3. Not later, that it means to say earlier. So therefore, what it's asking for is this one. This is one area. It's exactly at the negative z-score of 3. Or, sabi dito, or later than the age of 15. So where do you think 15 is? Dito siya sa 180, which is somewhere closer to 1. So therefore, dito siya. This is the other alternative. So this is for item number 2. Ito siya. Yung naka-shade. There are 2 ways on how you can solve it. It's either you just get this one and then subtract that from 1 to give you the areas of both areas. So we look for the corresponding z-score. For 1, we know that's negative 3. And we know that the probability of negative... So we want to get this one. And we know for negative 3, that's 49.87%. So z of 3 is equivalent to negative 3 pala, 49.87%. That is within the white boundary. On the negative side. Then on the positive side, we need to convert. So 80 minus 74, 180 minus 174, that gives me 6. And 6 divided by 8, diba remember the standard deviation is 8 months. Diba? That's the same as 3/4. And 3/4 is the same as 0.75. And 0.75, locating it in our z table, that's 27.34%. 27, okay, let's put it down first. 27.34. Then added by 49.87%. Doing this will give me this answer. So now let's add the values. This is 11. This becomes 12. This becomes 17, 7. So therefore, the correct answer is 77.21. Teka, that's not the right answer because that pertains to the entire distribution such that it's white. We want the shaded region. Ito yun. So ang kailangan namin gagawin ay i-subtract. So we need to subtract that from 100 100 minus our answer, which is 77.21. This is 0, this is 2, this is 2, this is 7, and this is 9. So the correct answer is 22.79%. Did we get that right? Let's see. Almost. It's 22% correct, pero the decimal is wrong. Pero di bali, okay lang yun. Kasi nga ang ginawa ko dito ay ito. Ay tama, correct. Kasi nga ang ginawa ko dito, this is the one on the right tail. 1 minus the normal distribution of 180, 174, 80, and true. And this is the one we're solving for. Ito yung nasa kanan. Dito naman sa kaliwa. Dito naman sa kaliwa. Diba? Tama ba? Wait. Kasi ang ginawa ko dito, sum of the two numbers. Alam ko na. Kasi nga this one here, this is the first one. Normal distribution of 150, then 174, then 8, then true. Which is right over here. And that's the right answer. That's supposed to be 0.13% from 49.87%. And then here, ang ginawa ko dito, this one. Dito, nag-sum up ko yung values together, and we should get, tama! Correct! 22.79%. That's the right answer. Thank the Lord, tamang sagot. And then this one was the correct answer. This one was what I did when I did everything all together. The sum of 1 minus normal distribution of 15, 14.5, then 2/3, then true, and then the other one, so that we can get the same answer. And we got it right. So the correct answer is 22.79%. Yun ang tamang sagot sa letter B. Next, letter C. Same as letter A, but what is the 37th percentile of the distribution? Okay, so that one implies percentiles. So we need to find the 13th percentile in our distribution. So locating where 13 is in our Z table, where on earth is our 13%? It's right here. 0.1293 and 0.1331. So it's right here. We type the formula in Excel. Okay, please wait a moment first. So, dito siya. X, Y, small, medium, large. And what is the value of X again? .33, 0.34. You do not know what this is. 0.34. This is, what's the score again? 0.1293. And this is 0.13. 31, diba? Yes. Correct. And then this one, just like what I said, we subtract. Sorry, that was the wrong formula. This one, we subtract little x, big X minus little x. And then we want to find the 30% of the distribution. So this one will become this one minus this one. And then this one divides out. And then this one, this will be the negative conjugate of x minus negative 33. So this one will become this one times the negative 0.33, which will give us 0.00. And then this one, 0.7 times this plus this one to give us this answer. And then this guy, divide by this guy. Tama! But I think that might be the wrong answer. Teka lang Kasi nga this is not the right answer, di ba? Ito yung ginawa ko, di ba? And then this one, ang ginawa ko dito, this one, the score here, times the negative. Negative x, di ba? Because this one is middle x minus the little x. And then doing this, we multiply it by the little x, di ba, remember? And then from there, we distribute. This becomes 0.38x. And then this one, 0.38 times the negative 0.333. And this becomes like this. And then here we have this one plus 0.1254. Tama. Tama nga. That's the z-score. and the z-score is 0.331. And then when we type that, normal, standard distribution, the z, then we type there TRUE, we should get this answer. Tama. The correct answer is, wow. Correct. But that's supposed to be negative. So we have to divide that in, so we have to divide it first. Tama, that's 37. That's a 37 percentile of the distribution. If you were to type this, that's a 37 percentile. And the normal, standard, normal inverse, this guy, mean of 143, then is, no, 174, standard deviation of 8, tama, 171. Did we get that one right? Yes. So, tama, that's the same. The score of the 37 percentile is negative 0.333. And then, if we convert that, do I remember this one, normal, and then this guy, the z-score, times the standard deviation of 8, plus 174, tama, that's supposed to be the one, 171, which is right over here. Dito siya. So, tama, it makes sense. So, that's how we find the percentile. Next, so that's letter C. Next, letter D. Ito na yung pakakataon. If the teacher would ask Marco to survey 36 students around the school, find the probability that the condition implied is based on letter A. Okay, so, this is already the challenge, class. Diba kanina, ito talaga yung mga tanong mo sa akin. Sir, bakit wala ba tayo ang sampling distribution? Ito na yung pakakataon. Ganito kasi yun. Diba kanina sa letter A, sabi dito, for normal distribution, find the probability that a student will start to have puberty at the age of 16 and so on. And we know that the answer is right here. Dito, di ba? Pero, dito sa, dito in between 2 and 3. That is where the Z is. Pero for sampling distribution, it's different. Now, let me show you the experiment, class. Suppose we put the two things together. Let me draw it first. A divided by the square root of, okay, so this is the normal curve. So we have here the normal curve of the normal distribution. Pero I will show you the sampling curve. So this is our mean. Our mean is still 174. And then, do I remember, we need to convert that into the standard deviation. So 8 divided by the square root of 36, and the square root of 36 is just simply 6. And 8 divided by 6 is 1 and 2, 6. 1 and 2, 6 is the same as 1 and 1/3. So now we convert. So 1 and 1/3 divide by 12. Yeah. So that's the one I'm supposed to be doing. 1 1/3 divided by 12, which is the same as 4/3 times 12. Diba? That's supposed to be 48 divided by 3, which gives me 16 years. Teka lang That's not the right answer. 16 years? Paano naging 16 years yon? Kasi nga dapat, that's supposed to be 8 divided by 36, square root of 36, that's supposed to be 1 and 2, 6, which is 1 and 1/3. 1 and 1/3, that's supposed to be the months. So, tama nga, that's 1 and 1/3 months. And we know we're gonna convert that into year. So, if we do 1 and 1/3, 1/3 divided by, we convert, tama, that's more like a decimal to me. Gets ko na. So, 4 times... wait. I forgot pala. That's supposed to be reciprocal. So, that's 4/3. Then, times 1 over 12. Then, this one cancels. This one becomes 3. So, that becomes 1/9. 1/9 of a month. So, tama. That's more like 1/9 of a month. If I were to show you what I mean in Excel, it's like that. So, ito yung ginawa ko. Diba, remember first, I take the square root of 36, and that's supposed to be 6. Then, ang ginawa ko dito, 8 over 12, divided, that's supposed to be the same as 2/3, and 2/3 divided by the square root of 6, which will give me 0.11. Or what I can just simply do is, this is what I did. 8 divided by this guy. Tama, that's the same, that's 1.33333. Pero, I need to pair that is 1/3 months. Kasi nga, that 1 and 1/3 months, that has to be converted. So, ang ginawa ko dito, I divide that by 12. So I divided by 12, and tama, that's where I got the idea of 0.11111. So tama, that's the right answer. So therefore, this is supposed to be the answer. So remember, this is 174 in a normal distribution. So this is for sampling distribution. 174 is the mean. Remember, what did I tell you? The basic concept of normal distribution and sampling distribution. The mean of the sampling distribution is always equivalent to the population mean. And then, for the first standard deviation, we have 175 point, ano yun? Remember, it goes like this. So this is 174 plus this guy. Tama ba? And that's 174.111, which is right here. And then let's have another one. Then this guy plus this guy. So that's already 1.74 and 222. So tama, it should be in between the two numbers. So if we look at our sampling distribution, it should be something like this. Of course, your mean will still be 174, but your standard deviation will be different, which makes a difference in the graph. So if you draw the two graphs together, it should look like this. That will be the sampling distribution. So therefore, and if you were to see this carefully, this is 2. I think maybe I have to make it a bit bigger. So yan. Okay? So let's draw another one. So remember, this one is our sample. 0, 1, 2, 3, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. This one is 174, 174.11, 174.22, 174.333. Diba? And then this one, we do minus naman. So kapag i-minus na namin, we get 173.77. Then 173.69. So tama. Times 667. So tama nga, that is the sampling distribution. So if we were to put it here, remember 166 is here. So if we were to do this, it will be like this. And the tail will already be here. So that's how the sampling distribution goes. See, it's much more different than a normal distribution. Now let's go to the question. So let's put this in our question here. So let's draw the normal curve once again. It looks very different. Because, remember, sabi ko dito, if you're in the normal distribution, finding a student whose age is 16 years above will be way larger. Pero for the sampling distribution, ito na yun. Of course, for the age of 16 plus, it's already way far away na. And it's way farther than 174. So therefore, it's very hard to find. And it's very far na. Diba? This is the z-score of 3. So it's like a farther z-score na already. So parents like it's only within that section. Diba? So ganito siya. Diba remember, this is what happened here. So ang ginawa ko dito para mas mabilis, I type there 1 minus the normal distribution of 16 and then 14.5. Then the standard deviation, remember your standard deviation is not 8 months anymore. It's 0.111111 months. And then true. Then the answer that I got here is 0. Which is a very hard thing to find. And it's somewhere very far na into the graph as you can see here. Malayo na. At the same, so that's what happens to letter D. Next, letter E. For sampling distribution, find the probability that a student will reach at the age of puberty before the age of 14 years and 2 months or not earlier than 14 years and 8 months. Okay, so this is a tough problem. For the sampling distribution, the student will reach the age of puberty before the age of 14 years and 2 months. So remember the age of 14, that's already like 168 years. So 14, so if we were to convert that, we know that 174 months, that's already, 14 years and 6 months. Tama? So where do you think will that be located? And this is already a top one because there's so many decimals. So ito na yung talaga yung pagkakataon. So we know that 174 is the mean. That's 14 years and a half. Tama? 14 years and a half. Tapos, di ba sabi ko dito, 14 years and 2 months before the age of 14 years and 2 months, ito yun sa bandang dulo sa kabila. So 14 years and 2 months if we're using the sampling distribution. So 14 years and 2 months, remember 2 months is 2 months divided by 12. That's equivalent to 1/6. 1/6 of a year. And 1/6 of a year is gotta be converted into decimal. So tama nga, it should be here. It should be somewhere here along within this distribution. Now, I don't know. If I do not know anything, you skip that. Ang hirap. So, diba, this is 174. This is 14 years and a half. So, this one, 0.89, that's already like, tama nga, this is 14 years and 5 months. Ito yung 14 years and 5 months, which is somewhere very, very early. 14 years, 5 months. This is for sampling distribution. Yung 14 years and 5 months. We know that 14 years and 2 months, that's 170 months. Kasi nga sabi dito sa problem, find the probability that a student will reach the age of puberty before the age of 14 years and 2 months. So it's 170, which is somewhere here pa. Or not earlier, ibig sabihin later than 14 years and 8 months. 14 years and 8 months, that's already 176, which is way here na. So therefore, you're gonna have to apply the compound probability without using the z-table. So ito na yun. This one, ang ginawa ko dito, we have here 14 plus 1 over 6. Diba, remember 14 and 1 over 6, that's 14 years and 2 months, diba? This is what I did in years. Because 1/6 is worth 2 months. And then 14.5, that is the mean. Diba? And then our standard deviation, then true. That is on the left side. Dito naman sa right side. 1 minus the normal distribution of 14 years and 8 months. Diba 14 and 8 over 12, that's the same as 8 months. 8, because 1 year is worth 12 months. So 8 divided by 12. And then 14.5, which is the mean. And then 0.1111. And then true. And then, ang ginawa ko dito, sinam ko yung mga lahat ng values dito, and the probability is 0.068, which is 6.815%, which is very hard to find. Parts like it's somewhere beyond the tails na eh, very, very far na, that we can't even find it. Baka mali mo yung what you call is 14 years and 8 months, baka nang dito siya. Kasi it's plus 0.01 eh. Pero bakit naging 0.06? That's too far eh. And it's too far already within our z-scores. Bakit ganon siya? Pero never mind. And then this one is when we use the complex formula. Yan. So 14 plus 2 over 12 and then 6 over 12, then true. This is already like years. So this is the one. So yun nga, so that's exactly what I did. And the answer is 6.81%. But I don't think that's the right answer. It's too far. Next, letter F. Let's go to the next one na lang. Next, letter F. If we're using a sampling distribution based on the percentile problem in letter C, how old will a student receive the age of puberty? So now we're going to use the percentile again. Kung sa team mo last time, ang percentile ng 37th percentile, what is the age of the 37th percentile? The age of the 37th percentile is 171.34, which is the same as 14 years and 3 months. So that's 14 years and 3 months, di ba? That's for normal. Now, for the sake of sampling distribution, we know for the sake of 27, di ba, remember, that's supposed to be in a z-score. What is the z-score? What is the z-score of what you call this? Of, ano yun? What is the z-score of, 37 percentile? Ay, yeah, 37 percentile. That is at the 0. Ano yun? That is a z-score of, di ba you type here normal standard inverse. So norm standard inverse, then type the 0.37, and you should get negative 0.333. That is what you're going to find. So we try to look for 0.333 on a z-table, and it should be in between these two values. This is the standard deviation of 1, this is negative 1, this is 0. So therefore, it should be between 173.89 to 174. So therefore, if we were to do this, ito yun. So ito yung ginawa ko dito. To make things easier, ang ginawa ko dito, I type their normal inverse of 0.37, which is the probability then the mean of 14.5 years, which is the mean, and a standard deviation of 0.1111. And the answer is 14.46 years of age. And 14.46 years of age, tama, it's almost like 14 years and a half. Malapit na. Malapit na. And then from there, I try to standardize this by using a normal distribution to verify if this is true. So this one and the mean and then the standard deviation and true to see if I get 37. And then to standardize this, let's see if I get this one right. We standardize this formula, then click this, then a mean of 174, then a standard deviation. Tama! Teka lang. That's 0.5 pala. Teka. That's in months pala. So, dapat that's supposed to be 14.5. So, tama. That's the same. And then, last but not least, for letter G, what is the upper 27% of the sampling distribution? Yun nga, kailangan mo hanapin yung, di ba remember, the upper 27% of the distribution is the 63rd percentile. So, where is the 63rd percentile? And if we add that, 50 plus what gives me 63, and that's 13. So, where is our 13%? Yan. Malapit lang siya. In between 0.1293 and 0.1331. Hey, I think that's just like the problem that I worked on kanina in one of the problems. It's just like the same. Do I have it somewhere? Yes, it's right here. And that one is in positive form. And therefore, if we type the z-score, the normal standard distribution, to give me this one, then true, that is the probability. Tama. 0.63%. Yun nga. And then the probability, normal, inverse of this guy, then the standard the mean of 14.5, then the standard deviation of this thing, we should get the same answer of 0.61. Tama, that is the raw score. And the raw score is 14.53. And which corresponds to a z-score of this. So we type there the z-score. Standardize. So standardizing this item, then the mean 14.5, then a standard deviation of 0.111. Tama, we should get the z-score of 0.33. Tama. Or maybe we just type normal distribution. Normal distribution, so we can get the probability. Norm.distribution. And then we type true. Did we get that one right? Wait lang . So tama, that's correct. We got the right answer. So therefore, the z-score of the sampling distribution of the upper 27% is 0.61. So yun lang. And then this one, we're supposed to get 0.73 for the upper 27%. And yun nga. I think I got wrong computation there. That's why. So yun. Para mas madali, I just use Microsoft Excel na lang. Siguro for the next set of problems, instead of looking it in the book, whenever you do percentiles, gawin mo na sa Excel.